morning folks, and welcome once more to W3L Wrestling Showdown here, of course, on the W3L network. Now I want to start by saying thank you for coming out to see us this past Thursday and Friday in Galashiels and in Glenrothes. We couldn't do it without you. And if you were in Glenrothes, you'll know the big announcement that we made. I'm sure you've seen the video here on the W3L network, of course. But if you didn't, if for some reason it has escaped you, or maybe you've got a fairly poor short-term memory, then let me tell you. We announced that entering the W3L Hall of Fame this year at Wrestlution XI will be the Rock and Roll Express Blondie Barrett. You want to talk about a worthy inductee? It's definitely him. And think about it. This is on the same night that he challenges James Scott for the heavyweight title in that triple threat match, also involving Nathan Reynolds. Blondie Barrett can be walking away with a Hall of Fame induction and as the new heavyweight champion. It's going to be a fantastic night of celebration for him, indeed for all W3L fans. So make sure you get to Wrestlution next month, and you can of course get your tickets from our website. More on that in a bit. One of the matches we've announced for Wrestlution is Mike Musso against the very good Mr. Euan G Mackie in a dog collar match. They signed the contract a few weeks ago here on Showdown. This week, however, Musso is going to be taking on Mackie's associate, Timm Wylie. And it's not just going to be any kind of match, it's going to be a no-holds-barred street fight match. This is going to be tremendous. Will Mackie get involved? Undoubtedly Mackie will get involved. But considering all the animosity between Musso, Mackie and Wylie, this match promises to be off the charts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not delay any further. Let's get you down to ringside as Mike Musso takes on Timm Wylie in a street fight match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a no-holds-barred street fight.
This is a sterling street fight.
The rules of this match: no countouts, no disqualification. The only way to win is by making your opponent submit or by pinning them in the middle of the ring. To my left, this is Timm Wylie. And introducing, standing to my right, Mike Musso.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce here with you on Wrestling Showdown for what is now apparently a sterling street fight match. Mike Musso in the blue, being jumped by the very good Mr. Euan G Mackie, and frankly this isn't a surprise. There's the bell at last. Hits 2-on-1, and when there's, you heard what Timm Wylie said, when there's no disqualifications, anything goes. This is perfectly legal. See the referee getting right in the way there just to make sure that Musso's still conscious, not being choked out. But you know the situation between Musso and Mackie. Look at this, Mackie, he's like a limpet, clamped onto Musso, wearing him down. Musso unable to fight back, and he's got Wylie kicking away at his legs. Musso sinking down, Mackie tightening his grip. He's got a fantastic core strength, as we know, and he is holding on to Musso for dear life. Now of course a couple of weeks ago I got Musso rams out the corner, and here comes Wylie with the clothesline. So right from the start it's become a handicap situation, and we've almost kind of seen that throughout the year as Musso has battled Mackie and Wylie especially. Now we saw just a couple of weeks ago here on Showdown, Mackie and Musso signed the contract for the match at Wrestlution. It's a dog collar match. Neither man can escape. They're going to be linked at the neck by a chain. Neither man is getting out of the way. They're going to have to face each other one-on-one, try and bring closure to the issues they've had with each other. As Timm Wylie gets sent to the floor, and Mike Musso, he can fight with the best of them. He's been in street fights, he's been no holds barred matches, he launches himself at Timm Wylie at the far side of the building. But of course you've got to watch out for Mackie, who has been a threat to Musso, quite frankly. He's been a pain in his neck and other parts of his anatomy for the whole year. I'm not going to recap the events routine, I'm sure you know exactly what they are, as Musso charges in, dropping Timm Wylie with a double axe handle. Because at Wrestlution, Timm Wylie's going to be handcuffed to the ring post as well, so that's going to prevent this 2-on-1 situation that we're getting. You see Mackie keeping out of the way. There's the thing going now in Musso's favour, and he's got himself a bottle and just rams it into the forehead of Timm Wylie. That plastic on these bottles can be quite sharp. Timm Wylie have been lacerated. Although I think all it's done is just anger him. As he knows, he smacks Musso with that bottle. You don't annoy Timm Wylie. He is a strong man. We've seen what he can do here on Showdown. He was last in action competing back in July. He actually defeated Mike Musso. And a Russian leg sweep right into the ring apron. And that's going to injure Timm Wylie's back, making it harder for him to lift Musso, use that strength that he has. These two men have traded wins throughout W3L, of course. At our Showdown Summer Spectacular, Mike Musso beat Timm Wylie in a blindfold match. And there's the chair across the back. In this match, it's perfectly legal. And again, when you heard the rules earlier on, it's pin or submission in the middle of the ring to win the match. No countouts, no DQs. Wylie can do pretty much anything he likes. And he swings this chair with authority. And Mike Musso, I'm sure he was happy to agree to the stipulation of the street fight, but I'm sure he's regretting it somewhat now, because Timm Wylie's had his measure, it has to be said. But Musso, never going to quit, never going to stop. He's always constantly trying to fight back. And just as I say that, he drop toe holds Timm Wylie face first into the chair. Just think about Musso. Got such experience, he's been in so many different types of match, that he does have a great resilience. It's what makes him so popular with the fans. At the start of last month we saw Mike Musso facing James Scott for the heavyweight title. He was so close to winning it, but of course we saw Mackie as Timm Wylie gets dumped in the seat. Mackie kind of goaded Musso. He got close to Musso's young son. Musso took his eye off the ball, if you like, and ended up being defeated. Thankfully there's no family members here today on Showdown, but I just fired up Musso's resolve. He's more determined than ever to finish this situation with Mackie. He's setting up what could be a clothesline, and it is. Clotheslines Timm Wylie. He takes a bad landing off that seat, and you see rolls to the floor, because that means immediately he can't get pinned, and he goes to where Mackie is waiting. So of course if Mike Musso goes out, he's going to have to deal with Mackie and Wylie at the same time. And Wylie's been assisting Mackie in his battles with Musso for most of the year. Why, we don't know. They've obviously found an alliance together. Perhaps they both just like hurting people. Oh, and a reverse of an Irish whip, and Musso went ribs first into the ring post. Now that is going to cause him discomfort. If you ever injured a rib, you'll know how difficult it is just to breathe. And this isn't going to improve it any. Timm Wylie with a chair in his hand. Hang on, the chair's been set up again. Timm Wylie obviously has something in mind. And he's got Mackie to hold the chair in place. What's Wylie going to do? Then picks him up with a side slam on the chair. Musso's a big man, good 235 pounds or thereabout, just dropped right onto that chair, His back is going to be in all sorts of pain after that one. We've seen Musso's back's been targeted throughout the years here in W3L. Remember when the contingency plan drove him through a table? That injured his back for a while. And wait, Timm Wylie going for a cover. The first one of the match, but doesn't quite put Musso away yet. And he really needs to roll out the way. He really needs to get a respite, try and gain a few minutes to gain his breath back and compose himself, but he can. Because if he stays in the ring, he's got Timm Wylie all over him. If he goes to the floor, he's got the very good Mr. Euan G Mackie all over him. Musso's really up against it. And he's not got anybody here watching his back. See Wylie trying for possibly a powerbomb. Musso trying to block it. Oh, he's got the ankles. And Wylie takes a slingshot and lands right on the staircase. He may have somewhat got his arms up to prevent it. You see though, Mackie scurries away. And that's been what we've seen in the Wylie versus Musso matches. Mackie picks his shots, if you like, comes in, gets a couple of hits, runs away, preventing to let Timm Wylie do all the damage for him. And that's not to sell Mackie short, because we know how powerful a competitor he is, how dangerous he is. And now Musso with a body slam on the stage. Bad landing for Wylie, but it would be even worse for Musso if he'd been lobbed off the stage, because I think that's what Wylie wanted to do. And the fact that both men are agreeing to a street fight, the fact that both men are willing to chuck the roadbook out the window and do what they're doing to each other, body slams on the stage, slingshots at the stairs, being hit with chairs, it shows just how much ill will there is between these two. Three if you include Mackie. And Wylie's up now, so he can get launched off the stage. That's a high drop, and you see he's fighting for all he's worth. And he drops down. That's smart strategy from Wylie. That way Mackie can't. Hang on! Musso dives upon the pair of them. Wylie saved himself being thrown off the stage, but Musso throws himself off the stage and wipes out Timm Wylie and the very good Mr. Euan G Mackie. And on the screen there's the Wrestlution XI banner. And that is what is clearly in Musso's mind. If he can dispatch Timm Wylie, it'll give him free reign at Wrestlution XI. I mean, Wylie's going to be handcuffed to the post anyway, but he can finally get his hands on Mackie in that dog collar match. No escape for these men. Musso with his knee lifts, of course, smacks Timm Wylie with a third knee lift right in the chin. And Musso goes for a cover now, but just nets him with two. Now I do wonder if perhaps part of the thought process in this match wasn't necessarily to beat Mike Musso, but was just to hurt him, to injure him, to weaken him going in to Wrestlution XI, to make things easier for Mackie. Remember, he can't escape, they're going to be linked by a chain. Musso taking his time, I know his body's always going to be hurting him. Slow to climb the turnbuckles. He's always going to drop the elbow. Hang on, there's Mackie, who throws him off the ropes. It's a problem when you've got somebody at ringside. And Mackie's so good at this. Just coming in, attacking Musso, disappearing again. This has allowed Wylie to get back to his feet, to regain his composure somewhat. And he smashes Musso, who fires back. Neither man really getting an advantage here. Musso putting 3 or 4 forearms together and knocks Mackie off the apron. That's sound strategy. On both men with the same idea. Both men hit clotheslines. I don't know who got the worst of that. Wylie is wisely rolled to the floor. Again, he can't be pinned. Musso's had the same idea. Has to be said, they're quite evenly matched, Musso and Wylie. Certainly the fact they've wrestled each other a few times here in W3L means that they've got the idea of what they can do with each other. Now, Mackie's gone under the ring, and he's got a chair. And Wylie's got the high ground. So this could be difficult for Musso to try and get back into the ring. What's Musso got? Oh, a table! And Musso jabs it into the midsection of Timm Wylie. Of course, under the ring it's just empty space, so it's generally used as storage. That's probably one of the tables that we would have used to set up the souvenir stand. And now the chair goes down across the back of Timm Wylie. And again, turnabout's fair play, I suppose. Musso a few words for the very good Mr. Euan G Mackie, saying you'll know where to find them. That'll be at Wrestlution XI. Going to be linked by a chain. And Timm Wylie crashed heavily at the corner and smashed the chair. See, he clutched at his back as he fell down. Musso's skinning over the cover. He could wrap this one up. Wylie just barely got out, but Mackie was up on the apron to try and break it up. Again, it's perfectly legal. Musso driving those fists home. Musso just moving well in position. What has he got planned? He's stumbling about. This is taking its toll on both men here. Now he's slowly climbing up to the top turnbuckle. And now he lands the elbow drop that he was planning for earlier on. But not enough to put Wylie away. I think maybe Musso took a bit long getting there. Wylie recovers well. Musso retrieving that chair. And Wylie slammed heavily. You can see how Mackie reacts to that. And he's put the chair across Timm Wylie's face. And he's going for the elbow again. I think Mike Musso's going to elbow drop the chair into Wylie's face. That'll definitely end the match. And he does. He lands the elbow, driving the chair in the face of Timm Wylie. That's going to be it. It's all over here. But it's not. Somehow Timm Wylie kicks out. I have no idea how he managed that. He had a chair over his face. Musso dropped his weight from the top rope onto the chair, driving it in the head of Wylie. I'm surprised he's still conscious, quite frankly. I think even Musso is, and that's why he's going for the table. Maybe feels this is going to be the exclamation point, the match that he needs. See Wylie pulling himself up in the corner. He's sore, his body aches. He may be suffering a loss of vision in one of his eyes after getting that chair smashed into his head. Musso wants to finish him. If he puts him to the table, that's just about what's going to happen, I would say. Not for the blunt force trauma. Wylie's tasted this before, but he fires off those elbows. Oh, and a low blow. And it's perfectly legal. And Mike Musso gets kicked in the most tender area he has, and that will slow any man's momentum. Now Wylie climbs the turnbuckles, and Musso, when his peripheral vision knew where he was, cuts him off. Musso a couple of shots just to soften up Timm Wylie. I think he'd go for a superplex, and Mackie, when his man's in serious trouble, he gets involved and jumping on Musso's back again. It's like the start of the match. And again, it's 2-on-1. There's nobody here helping Musso. The referee can't do anything because it's perfectly legal, and it's just wearing him down. And Wylie hooks him up. And right through the table. Just power slams him through the table. And that's enough to do it. That gets the victory. Timm Wylie with a power slam through the table. And that defeats Mike Musso. So Wylie weakens Musso, injures Musso as he heads towards his dog collar match with Euan G Mackie at Wrestlution XI.
Timm Wylie defeats Mike Musso in that street fight match thanks in part to the very good Mr. Euan G Mackie. This is a deeply personal feud between Musso and Mackie, and it will be settled one way or another at Wrestlution in a dog collar match. Two men linked by a chain. There's no escape for Mackie and no way to run for Musso either. You already know some of the matches for Wrestlution. That one I've mentioned, of course, the main event. The dream match you never thought you wanted to see has now become even better. James Scott must defend the heavyweight title against Hall of Fame inductee and Seven Deadly Sins winner Blondie Barrett, as well as former champion Nathan Reynolds. We've got two of the legends of the British wrestling scene, Jody Fleisch and Johnny Storm, coming to W3L to take on the tag team champions Prince Assad and Saqib Ali. In light of recent events, however, and if you remember Showdown a few weeks ago, you will have seen what happened. Joey Legend has been champing at the bit to get his hands on Timm Wylie, and management have made it happen. So at Wrestlution, Joey Legend and Timm Wylie will wrestle one-on-one as well. Now, in Glenrothes, if you were there, you'll have seen what happened between Sarah and Leah Owens. They brawled all over the place, they couldn't be separated. Management have spoken to both participants, and they have decided that they are going to put them together at Wrestlution. But not just any match. Sarah will wrestle Leah Owens in a no-holds-barred, loser leaves W3L match. This means that Wrestlution potentially is the last night we will ever see either Leah Owens or Sarah in W3L. Quite frankly, they both become synonymous with the company. Certainly the past few years Leah Owens has Sarah as the matriarch of Scottish wrestling. I can't really imagine the company without either of them, but one of them will be leaving at Wrestlution. And a strong favourite match, the one everybody looks forward to at Wrestlution every year, is the golden ticket ladder match. That prized accolade hanging above the ring. You've got the golden ticket, you can challenge for any title at any time. Who's going to be involved in it? We will be announcing the participants online on our social media platforms in the coming weeks, so make sure you follow us online. I'll tell you all about that in just a moment. In fact, why not now? The best place to go is our website at W3LWrestling.com. You can get tickets for all of our live events. We've got 4 coming up in November for you. You can get your tickets there. Make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to this channel, use the hashtag Wrestling Showdown, because remember, Wrestlution is on the 10th of November, but the day before that, the Thursday, we're in Berwick-upon-Tweed. It's the last chance for everybody to get ready for Wrestlution. Then the day after, it's Dunfermline, the Saturday, it's all the Wrestlution fallout, and we'll round out the weekend in Grangemouth. 4 massive dates in November, tickets of course from our website. Make sure you follow us online, because you're going to find out all the information about Wrestlution as and when it happens, and come back here in 7 days time as always, because I will bring you more fantastic Wrestling Showdown.